Hello everyone, welcome back to Mommy Trader. Okay, so on today's video, I am going to show you how to buy a stock step by step, very easy, very simple, so that you guys can see that, it may look like something really complicated, something that you feel like you can't do, but literally anybody can do this. And I wanted to show you guys that you can do it, okay? So the first thing is we see that basically when you log on to any platform, it could be Robinhood, it can be Webull Finance, it could be Fidelity, Vanguard, they will always give you a snapshot, a summary of how your investments are doing once you start investing. So when you pull up the page, it may not show anything, especially if you don't have anything invested, but it will always direct you and tell you on what to do in terms of how to transfer money. And speaking of transfer money, let's transfer some money over. And I'm going to show you this because it's very important that you keep your bank account connected to whichever platform or brokerage you are using to trade stocks. So remember guys, you can't trade stocks from a bank account. You actually have to open up a brokerage account. So you can open it up, like I said, with Webull, with Fidelity, with M1 Finance, Vanguard, Robinhood, whichever one you want, you can open it up there. They're going to ask you for some information to verify that it is you, that you're not a professional trader or investor of any kind. But most people don't have to worry about that. They want to make sure that people who have their licenses aren't, doing this or have insider knowledge or anything like that. Outside of that, most 99% of people can open up these accounts, so you don't have to worry about that. So the first thing you want to do is go over to cash, click cash, and it'll say this on any of the brokerages. It'll easily direct you guys on how to transfer money, because that's the first step. Outside of opening the account is that you actually have to transfer money. Now, the great thing about it is that the brokerage, or let's just say Robinhood in this particular example, will always submit 2 deposits to your bank account. It's to ensure that the bank account belongs to you. So when you sign up, they're going to say, you need to connect your bank account, and we're going to make 2 small deposits. And usually those deposits are like pennies, like 15 cents, 10 cents, 7 cents, whatever it is. Usually it will show up in your bank account about 24 to 48 hours. Just keep an eye on it. When it does show up in your bank account, you need to go back to the brokerage or the platform, or in this case, Robinhood. So I have to come back to Robinhood, and they're going to ask me to confirm the 2 deposits. Once I confirm those 2 deposits, then your accounts will be linked and everything will be fine for you to start investing. Remember, they will reverse those deposits. So they're not just going to give you free money, even if it's pennies. They are going to take it back out of your account. They just wanted to make sure that the account was yours. It should not mess up your account or cause you to kind of be overdraft if you are budgeting and managing your money and your accounts right. Okay, so once your bank account is connected to Robinhood, for example, you need to transfer some money over. Okay, so you can see I already have $3.57 already here. That's great, but we need to add a little bit more to that. Now, the great thing is that you can have recurring transfers, you can have automatic deposit, you can do pay by check. So let's say you don't feel comfortable connecting your bank accounts, you can send a check in. Honestly, I'll be very upfront and honest with you guys. Connect your bank accounts. Robinhood or any of the other brokerages are not trying to necessarily hacking your bank account or anything like that. They need to ensure that the connection, and this is just with anything, if you pay a bill online or anything like that, they always ask for access to your account, to transfer the money. And so I'm going to do a transfer. I don't want to do an automatic deposit. Some people like to set up automatic deposits twice a month. So let's say on the days you get paid and you want to transfer $100, you can set it up so that Robinhood will automatically take the money out of your bank account and you don't have to worry about it. Or like I said, you could do pay by check, but I'm going to do a transfer. And as you can see, our Capital One 360 is already connected. Everything works. So I'm taking the money from Capital One and I'm sending it to Robinhood. Now you can click it and take money from your Robinhood and send it to Capital One. But again, if you're a buy and hold investor, you really just sending money from your bank account to Robinhood or to Fidelity or Vanguard or whichever broker you're using, and then the amount that you want to send. So for this particular video, I'm going to do 500, but I'm only going to show you how to buy one stock, and the rest of the buying stocks I'll save for a separate video because I kind of go through it quickly, and I want to save just buying the one stock for this video so I can take it step by step and explain it as I'm going along. So like I said, I'm spending $500, and you click review transfer. It's going to ask you to review it and that they will deduct the money from your bank account in the next several days. You're going to click submit, and the deposit was initiated, and that means that $500 is coming from my bank account because that's how much that I had allotted out of the paycheck for the 1st of April, first paycheck in April. Okay, we're going to click continue, and it's going to say instant access. Instant access, and a lot of the brokerages give you instant access to money. So basically, instant access is saying, in good faith, we are going to give you access to this $500 now. Now, everyone knows that when you are doing a transfer, initiating a transfer, it takes time. Usually it takes a couple days. Now, if you're going to do a wire, it can come over within hours, but wires cost extra money. And honestly, it's no need for you to do a wire to any of your brokerages. Just doing the normal transfer should be fine. And besides, if they give you instant access to this money, you can actually go ahead and we can invest this money, as it says right here, right away. Now, disclaimer, do not use this money and you don't have the money in your bank account, because when Robinhood, for example, go to my bank account and that $500 is not there, and I took this instant access and invested it on their good faith, they will reverse your trades. You will get a fee from Robinhood, and you'll most likely get a fee from your bank. So just keep that at the forefront, guys. You want to make sure that the money that you are transferring over to your brokerage account is sitting there in your bank account. Okay, that's so important. And remember, guys, do not invest money that you need right now. No bill money, no emergency funds, no things like that. Invest money that you don't need right now. You are buy and hold investors. That means you buy a stock and you hold it until it's time for you to reach retirement, or in our case, and for this specific portfolio, until we reach our early retirement age. And if you want to know more about FIRE, which is Financial Independence, Retire Early, several videos. I'll link one up in the cards and you can go back and look if you like. So we have instant access. I'm going to click done. And let's go back to the main page. All right, we are back on the main page. And so as you can see, the buying power just means how much money is available in your particular account that you can buy stocks with. Okay, so as you can see, this $500 is over here, and then of course that $500 plus the $3.57 I already had sitting here equals a total of $503.57 that we can go ahead and invest with. Now, quickly up here, you see that this account value is at $14,634.42. You will see this number change often because it's tracking the stock market. So the stock market is open, and there are millions and millions of traders and investors and hedge funds and different companies buying and selling stock. Remember, guys, every time you buy a stock, someone has to sell it. This is a buy and sell type of community we got going on here in terms of the stock market. Every time you buy something, that means somebody had to sell it to you, and vice versa. Every time when you are ready to sell your positions, like way down the line when you reach your retirement age, somebody has to be available to buy it from you. Okay, so that's why you see this number constantly moving, because people are buying and selling. This down here will show you how your portfolio is basically all your investments, all your stocks. It averages them out and it tells you how your portfolio overall is doing on today. So as you can see, we're up $53.54 or 0.37% today. I love it because it just gives you a quick snapshot of how your investment is doing. Down here, now this is not a really complicated graph, and this can get into technical analysis, which is basically how the particular stock is trading on a day-to-day basis, okay? And you can see that if you go to live, you can see live how your portfolio is doing live. Whereas on the past day, it's just doing the past 24 hours. If you go to 1 week, or that's 1W, you can see how your portfolio has been doing the past week. And it tells you right up here. 1 month, you can go out and see. People like to look at these types of trends because it allows you to see how your portfolio is doing. Remember, you want to make sure that your portfolio is trending up. Okay, if you see trending down, you got to go back in your stocks and your positions and see what particular company is pulling your portfolio down, and maybe you need to rebalance and say, you know what, I'm gonna sell some, maybe buy some more on a dip and bring my average cost down. But again, guys, you want to make sure that your portfolio is trending up. The idea is your investments over time go up. So let's go buy a stock. Okay, so we are going to buy, I think we're going to buy 1 share of Coke. Okay, Coca-Cola is one of my favorite types of dividend stocks, and this portfolio we're building is for dividends. And so one of the things I like is that up here you can see Robinhood will tell you that it is a very popular stock. A lot of people have it in their portfolios. A lot of dividend portfolio builders like myself, people that want to build up a portfolio, excuse me guys, so that they can use to withdraw from in their early retirement years, like Coca-Cola, because it pays out a great dividend. It's a solid company, great financials. It's been around like forever. It's a food and drink, and I love that it shows you where the headquarters is based, which is in Georgia. This right here tells you what the analysts are basically professional folks in the financial business that will look and study and rate different companies and will do the work for you and will tell you, you know, what they believe, you know, you should do in terms of if you should buy it, if you should sell it, if you should hold, if you should wait. And so as you can see, this has a 67% buy. Anything 50% or higher is usually good. You can see down here how Coke has been trending. It's kind of sideways, honestly, if you go out 1 week. Little sideways, little dips right here. If you go out 1 month, now I like looking at 1 to 3 months because it allows me to see overall how the stock is trending. As you can see down here, market value. So this basically says how much our position in Coca-Cola is worth. Okay, the cost down here is how much we personally invested. Okay, so you want to make sure overall that what you invested is lower than your value, right? Because that shows your money is growing, that your investment is growing. Down here is your return. As you can see, 0.58% negative, or we lost $3.72. I love the percentages, guys, because sometimes when you see the dollar amount, you get kind of spooked, but when you see the percentage, you're like, oh, that's not that bad. And then you can either buy in on the dips or sell or whatever you want to do to rebalance your portfolio. Our total return down here, $27.68, or about 5% we've received back, which is great. My average cost, that means how much we put in terms of per share, $50.52. We have 12 shares right here. Well, 12 point, you know, but you guys get it. And the portfolio diversity, that's basically saying how much of this particular stock takes up our entire portfolio. Okay. And of course, this stock pays a dividend, guys. So we have $4.62 that will be paid April 1st. And I love getting dividends. That is like the lifeblood of people who achieve wealth. Just more information about the company, because you always want to know what you're investing in. So I love that they have summaries about what the company is, what they offer, services, products that are coming down the pipeline, things like that. Again, this is more fundamental analysis. I love fundamentals basically. And just real quick, fundamental analysis is basically everything on paper about the company, who the CEO is, products, services, things that are coming, you know, that they're thinking of doing, maybe changes in management, how many employees, do they pay a dividend? This is all fundamental analysis, okay? And you should know that. If you should know, if you have an Apple stock, who's the CEO of Apple? And it's Tim Cook, if you didn't know, by the way. And also, if there's any news released on that can impact your particular stock, is down here. This is why I like Robinhood, because it's really, really easy for beginners. So let's go ahead and buy, because this video is getting too long. So as you can see, order types are so important. Market order is basically saying I will buy the stock at whatever price it is when I put it in. Limit order is basically the price I particularly want to buy at. So it won't fill my order unless it gets to the price. So as you can see, Coke is at $52.79. Limit order is saying I want to buy it at, let's say, $52. It will not fill my order unless it gets to $52. You guys don't have to worry about this. This is all basically if you plan on selling and if you're trading stocks, which you're probably not doing, and I don't want to confuse you guys. So let's buy 1 share. Really easy, right? 1 share. You can invest in dollars, but I'm doing 1 share for this video. Review order, and I'm going to buy. And as you can see, the share was purchased at $52.79. I put a market order in because a couple of cents really wouldn't make that much of a difference. And I have 1 extra share of Coke. So that's pretty much how you buy a stock, guys. I really hope that I made this really easy and simple for you guys to understand. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down. I'll get back to you. And until next time, I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, guys. Have a blessed one. Bye-bye.